Okay, these are 5 tripod hacks every filmmaker should know. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a beginner, I'm sure there's at least one tip inside here that can actually help you. With that being said, let's get started. For my tripod, I'll be using this PhotoPro X Go Gecko E. It's a very lightweight and versatile tripod, and I like it because it's very budget friendly as well. For the first hack, it's called the dragonfly. Okay, so mount your camera to your tripod, just like this, and then tilt your tripod all the way facing up. You'll see why later on. And from here, open up the first 2 legs and extend it out to about 50% of its length. So I just touch on the last 2 legs, and there we go. So now we have the first 2 legs, and for this last one, open it up all the way till it's perpendicular to the ground like this. And now flip the entire thing forward, and you should have your camera pointing forward like this. Now it shouldn't be resting on your shoulder, it should just be levitating above. And if you did this correctly, it should be able to balance like a dragonfly. Okay, I don't know if dragonflies balance, but yeah, it's a bit scary. Don't do that, but that's just a rule of thumb. It should feel like it's actually very balanced. And over here, you can just simply hold it like a stabilizer, don't let it touch your shoulder, and do the ninja walk forward so that you can get very smooth and very stable shots. Okay, here's a little bonus tip for you. If it's too crowded around you and you don't really have the space to have this whole entire setup, what you can do is literally just close the entire setup, collapse these 2 legs, close the tripod, and just have this as a handle, put it over your shoulder, open up your screen, and this then becomes a little mini shoulder rig. And it actually gets very stable shots as well. Hack number 2, getting these low angle shots. Alright, have you ever been in a scenario where you just can't get low enough to the ground? Like it's here, but it's the lowest it can go. It can't go like even lower to the ground. Remove your camera first and gently place it to the ground. I don't want to scratch it. And over here, what a lot of people do not know is that this part, the part where you hook your backpack, can actually be unscrewed and removed just like this. And then what you can do is remove the entire center column, reverse it like this, mount your camera on, upside down, voila! That's how you get your camera really close to the ground. So this is able to help you achieve low angle shots of, let's say, an insect or somebody walking past the frame. Okay, now if the legs are in the frame for whatever reason and you just want the legs to get out of the way, you could also extend out the tripod like this and open up maybe just one of the legs. Do this for all 3 sides, and then you have a larger surface area, giving you a little bit more stability as well. Okay, for the third hack, the jib shot. I love this effect so much because it's actually very simple, but it looks so dynamic. So for the object, put it on some sort of a table or a bench, and for the tripod, extend out the first 2 legs, just like this. I use like the bottom 3 knobs. And for the last leg, keep it closed because you want it to obstruct you as little as possible. Then loosen the ball head, so the ball head is free. Before you start this, I recommend you turn on any form of stabilization that your camera has. You'll need it. Then place these 2 legs down onto the floor. Start off pointing top down on your object like this, and then pivot out on these 2 legs, but try to keep your object in the center of the frame as much as you can. So it should look something like this. There we go. Now you may be thinking, why not just do it handheld like this? It gives me more control. It's because it's actually a very mechanical move, and doing it handheld, it's just very obvious that you're using your hands because there's a lot of micro jitters and wobbles that will be introduced when you do this. And hence, mounting it on a tripod and having 2 pivoting points can actually give you a lot more of an accurate shot. And for the most part, you are still kind of doing it handheld. It's just giving you extra assistance with those pivot points. You still have to actually keep your camera very centered, pointing to the object like that. And try to play around with different focal lengths because I'm actually using a wide angle lens. You can actually do it with a 30mm lens to give you a little bit more background compression. Okay, hack number 4, the low angle reveal. For this hack, also turn on any form of stabilization that you have on your camera. Extend all of your tripod legs to its fullest length and also extend the center column as long as you can. And then over here, flip the entire tripod upside down and have it towards your right. I mean, right or left doesn't really matter, but have it towards your side. And that is because when you're walking forward and you have it in front of you, it's actually very restrictive. And you could even flip out the monitor screen so you're able to see and do the ninja walk. Now, the ninja walk is basically the heel to toe method, where you start off with your heel and cushion the impact with the front of your leg like this. So it's like almost walking like a ninja. Bend down a little bit more to get a more lower center of gravity. At the very end of your shot, remember to raise it up like this, and that will create this very grandeur reveal. Now here's another bonus tip, you can actually have it right beside your shoes and do a walking shot. Now do take note that this will be very shaky, so you need to walk as slowly and steadily as you can. And that is how you can get this really cool tracking shot of you walking. And now let's take a look at hack number 5. Whoa, that was pretty cool, huh? That was hack number 5. But before we break it down, let's have a word from today's sponsor, Motion Array. If you're a content creator looking to make videos online, you're missing out if you haven't used this platform. It's a one-stop shop for literally everything a YouTuber needs. I get all these sound effects that I could ever ask for, countless music choices that are copyright free, so I don't get copyright strikes from YouTube. Some of you can probably feel my pain. All these title cards that I use for my videos, text animations, and even transitions. They also update their platform very often, even with this new AI voiceover feature. It allows you to create your own voiceovers with just a single prompt. Let's give it a listen.
These are 5 tripod hacks every filmmaker needs to know.
Is that impressive or what? Of course, if you're interested, I hooked you guys up with a discount code. Simply go to the first link in the description down below. Let's get back to the video. Alright, what you just saw right there was a whip pan. It's actually very simple. What you have to do is loosen the pan axis of your tripod and then whip out in your first clip. Then in your second shot, simply whip back in from the same direction. Bring these 2 clips into your editing software and simply make a cut at the point where the motion is most apparent. And in the second clip, trim away the front axis and start where the motion is happening. It should blend into each other perfectly. And there you have it, 5 really easy tips to bring your tripod game to the next level. If you like more videos like this, a sub to the channel would make me really happy. Peace.